15 to 20,000 tons sitting on the ground right there.
20,000.
Yep, maybe even more.
The closer I get, it just keeps looking bigger too, right? You know?
Yep. No, it's everything's just much bigger than you would imagine.
And then to think that little bearings,
Oh.
you know, little bearings are a part of making big rocks into little ones. It's cool.
Oh yeah.
Here I am in the 2010s, working at one of the world's top bearing producers. I'm still there, but over the years I've learned that to truly understand bearings, you have to get out, to go see them in action, and talk to the people who depend on them. I'm Drew with JTech. Bearings and their applications have taken me to some incredible job sites. So I'm on a mission to discover how these small parts power big operations. This is Out There. The Heartland is more than open fields and quiet towns. There is a raw, untamed spirit that runs through the veins of Missouri. Here, the quarries aren't just spots on the map, they're landmarks of industry, where the earth gives up its stone and shapes the foundations around us. Today we're visiting one, and to show us the ropes, we're linking up with some locals. Eric, the JTech Bearings rep for this region, and Wyatt, who dug this big hole.
You go outside, you see a big rock, you pick it up. I mean, it's got some weight to it, right?
It does.
And if you look at that truck right over there, look how big them are. So imagine the weight that haul truck's hauling. It's crazy. And we're taking that big boulder and we're crushing it down to a rock this size. You know, that size. It'll fit right in your palm.
So the rock is a little different in different stages, right?
Yes, after you get through that overburden, we have our top Burlington.
Okay.
And then right below that brown ledge, that Burlington, what we call Shoto. And now that Shoto ledge, that brings some money.
Okay.
Now we're talking about asphalt rock. After that gravy, now you got the whole entree coming up. We got the Cedar Valley ledge, right? Everybody's chasing that Cedar Valley ledge. That's what we're making our commercial concrete, our state concrete out of.
Okay.
And that's where you got a lot of money. You know, the customers are trying to get that ledge. It's a nice, pretty kind of gray rock.
Nice.
It tests real well. It's a fight, but it's a good fight. Let's say that. We have here our primary crusher, our very first crusher that the rock sees.
So it's gonna look pretty raw, big,
Yeah, big rock, big boulders, right?
Okay.
This is actually going to be a spherical bearing in that application because, again, it's volatile.
She moves a lot.
Okay.
Right. Let's say that. And moves a lot of material.
Moving and shaking.
Oh, yeah. I tell everybody, it's a violent industry, you know?
Yeah. And we make a heck of a product for it.
No, we use them everywhere. We didn't have them, we wouldn't be crushing rock.
Exactly. And they got to be robust to take that load.
Yep, absolutely.
Especially that impact. So.
Like I said, if you like getting your hands greasy, muddy, like to see a lot of moving parts, this is the place to be.
It's bigger up here.
This is the cone crusher.
Right. Instead of the jaw crusher like we saw initially.
Yep.
This is where you'd see your cylindrical roller bearing. There's so much tension, and because that radial thrust load. Yeah, radial load is
coming through the bearing.
Yep.
So you can take way more radial load with the roller.
Way more. Exactly. And then you still, with the retainer on here like that, like I said, it helps out with just bending heat. So really nice feature. I seen the turbine pump up here.
Yes. At first sight, when they started installing this, I was on the ground and I'm like, is that an alarm? You know, I thought they were up here and I'm like, oh, well,
No, it's a vacuum tab, but it's a vacuum pump. Yep. This is actually the vacuum system to help out with the dust control of this crusher unit. And I'll have the 3NC bearing in here too.
Okay. That's the ceramic.
The ceramic hybrid, yeah.
Imagine you driving down a gravel road, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's dust flying behind you. Well, rock's on that gravel road.
That's
right?
what's making the difference.
Yeah. So when you're crushing that, you're doing the same exact thing like driving over it, right? So we got two ways of doing it. We can install something like that, or we can go down there and water the shot, which I do not like to do. I don't like putting water on anything. I like it dry. So this is an awesome thing to do.
Okay.
To keep that dust down, and you You can see a lot better, you know, and that strives for our safety goals.
Now, why would you put a 3 NC in there?
2 good reasons. One, because of the high speed.
Okay.
It's also inverter duty.
Lightweight.
Oh, it is. That's also energy efficient.
Let's
Like
go
that's
faster.
another. Honestly, that's like an added value that a lot of people don't realize until, like you said, put it in your hand.
Absolutely.
You're like, oh, okay. So not only do you get a long life out of it, but also its durability for voltage as well.
You got my attention by, you know, longevity of it, you know. If you look around here, we got everything's up in the air, right?
Yeah.
And I promise you the motors aren't light, you know, so changing the motor or something like that, you don't want to do it every day. Put a good bearing in and then you're confident in that motor and it's going to last you some time.
Exactly.
You know, you can get lost day to day, you know, just same old things, you know, get lost going to work every single day. But, you know, what I try to tell them is like, well, look at what we're building, you know? Even though this is behind the scenes and we're just making the rock, but look what they're using this rock for. We're building schools, we're building highways that are thousands of people are traveling across stuff. And then, yeah, and it's absolutely awesome to see them things get built with the material that we're making.
Thanks, Wyatt. Some of the best things come from digging deep, from getting your hands dirty, and getting out there. And yes, it is awesome to see what's being built with what you make.